Hi guys, welcome to Jamie Oliver Sessions. Today is a very good day. We're doing Barbecue World. Very, very important. And I tell you why. Because you guys out there, or a lot of you guys out there, you're crazy. Nutcases. Every year there's over £300 million worth of damages done to people's houses all around the country because of uncontrollable fires in their houses. Now, uncontrollable fires is not a little bit of patio or guttering going up in flames. We're talking about a whole house. Fire engines. Every year, hospitals are totally packed out with people with diarrhoea because there's all these geezers sitting out there cooking their blooming chicken wings and their chicken legs and their sausages, which look beautiful and golden on the outside, but are raw in the middle. Every year, people are using the most outrageous poisonous and flammable substances like perfume, aerosols and all sorts of things to light their barbecues, which is going to make it taste horrible. So, today, guys, we are going to give you loads of tips, hints, and beautiful things to cook on your barbecue. We're going to make you great. Fish, meat, how to light barbecues, what barbecue to get, how to control a barbecue, how to get flavour happening, how to dress the tables, you name it, we're going to do it. And to help me do that is my beautiful team over here. We've got the lovely Paul Green, everybody. Paul Green is going to be doing anything involving liquid. That's not to light your barbecue, that's to drink. So we've got some nice things today, Paul?
Yeah, definitely. Whites, reds and rosé today.
Beautiful. So all the best wines for your barbecue time of year. Yeah. Next to the lovely Paul is Georgie. Take a bow, Georgie.
Oh, Georgie, go, Georgie.
Nice.
Oh.
Georgie, part of the food team, very good with creative things, dressing tables, making things potentially that are even ugly look beautiful. She's very good at it. And then we've got the lovely Peter Begg. And Anna Jones next to him, who are in the food team. Loads of hints, tips, wonderful ideas on what to do with barbecues. Next to Anna, we have Bob Fear, who is Morpheus on the computers today. And we've got a very special guest. We have the best barbecue maker in the world here today. Very good friend, Mick Pert, everyone. Now, the lovely Mick Pert, as you can see, what that man can do with a bit of metal in his hands, you don't want to know, he can do it all. Mick has very kindly offered to come down. It goes without saying he makes the best barbecues in the world. And yes, I know he's biased, so thank you, Mick. And the next person doesn't need any introduction. You've seen him on the Adult Channel. It is Gennaro Contaldo!
I'm here. I'm here.
Gennaro's here today to do many things. You can't really tell him what to do, even though it's a barbecue special. He's still doing a pizza today in the wood oven. But Gennaro is going to be telling us about how you light a barbecue properly, quickly, efficiently, and without chemicals, so everything tastes horrible. How to control a barbecue so you ain't burning the outside and having the inside raw. And some wonderful ways to get some flavour in over your lovely cooking, meat or fish. And he's making some clever herb brushes and strange things that strange people do. Right, we're in Meat World now, and I want to do a bunch of different meat. Yes, we can do steaks and sausages and stuff like that. I want to get you to think about meat as a whole. So, shoulders of lamb, legs of lamb, you know, whole chickens, briskets of beef, anything that needs a bit of cooking. Unless you've got a barbecue on really low heat and you've got time and patience and you can keep an eye on it, you can do it in the barbecue with a lid on. But I want to try and get you to think about it so it's much more safe for you if you're a beginner barbecuer. So, I'm going to show you one of the first barbecue dinner party dishes that I ever did, actually. This is a leg of lamb. You can do it easily, or you can get your butcher to do it for you. Just take the bone out and you end up with essentially a butterflied piece of lamb like this. Delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some very un-European flavours to make the most delicious dish. And here's my thinking on barbecuing, right? Don't just have steaks and sausages. We love them, but don't just have them. You know, some slow cuts, legs of lamb, shoulders of lamb, something slow cooked that melts in your mouth, like big, robust flavours. Then have your steaks and your sausages, but you can also have seafood and shellfish and stuff like that. But also don't think about different things. How about different flavours? So I've got flavours of Thailand here, sort of Asian, green spice, green curry paste spices here. So I've got some lime leaves, which you can get from good food markets. If you can't get this, absolutely you can, I mean, it's a great smell, great flavour. You can use a little bit of lime zest, which isn't as good, but, you know, it's still quite nice and fragrant. So I want to get that in there. Just slice up some ginger. So lime leaves, ginger, and then I've got lemongrass here. You can get all of these flavours in the supermarket now. It's not like they're in special shops. Take a little bit of the base off and actually get the knife and the lemongrass here and just smash it. And that'll get all the flavours going. And then a little slice up like that. Wonderful. Straight in there. And then some garlic. And don't feel obliged to peel it really, because all of this flavour is going to fall off. And then a good pinch of salt, and really smash it all up. Smash the garlic, the ginger, the lime leaves, and there's something that happens when you smash these different flavours up that it just gives you a flavour that you could never guess that you'd ever get from doing it. So once you've bashed that right up, the smell is fantastic. Then we can get some coriander in there. We can have some leaves and some stalk. Don't worry about it. And also some chilli. Now what we're doing is we're building up a really beautiful sort of complex is the wrong word, layered of flavour, fragrant, lovely flavours. I think what's quite cool about this is you can get it done early. You can even do it the day before. And you can cook it in a normal oven, which you might be thinking, well, what that defeats the object of having a barbecue. By all means, cook the whole lamb from start in here, but you have to have it low, and you have to be patient, and you might have to give it a couple of hours. If you do it in your home oven, you can whack it in an oven at about 180 degrees Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, for about, hour and a half. If it's a leg of lamb, hour. Or if it's a shoulder of lamb, give it about 3 hours. And then take it out. And if it's tin foiled, you'll have absolutely no colour on it at all. So just bash it all up like that, and you can see it just looks like a pile. You can do this in a food processor. Whack some olive oil in there, and some lime juice, sort of maybe 2 or 3 limes. Now that's going to taste fantastic. Also, what's quite nice, because you've got the fragrant flavours and the lime, and the garlic, these are all things that Mr. Lamb loves, because lamb can be quite a rich meat. So we're kind of working with the richness and having lovely zingy flavours. Right, as soon as you've done that, happy days. Bit of olive oil just to transmit all those lovely flavours. Great. So at this point, I'm going to get this lovely butterflied leg of lamb and pour these fantastic flavours into here. Now most of this is going to fall off in the cooking, but not to worry, because it's going to leave you with the most outrageous flavour that you'll never... I mean, it's going to be an absolute barbecue winner. People are going to talk about it afterwards. Rub it all inside. And what I would do is put this in a roasting tray once you've rubbed it all over, tin foil it, season it with a little salt. To cook this lovely leg of lamb, what I want to do to get the flavour right in there is cover it in tin foil, put it in an oven for about an hour at 170 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, and cook it, for about an hour. If it was a shoulder of lamb, cook it for 3.5 hours until it just begins to get tender. If it was a whole chicken, about an hour and a quarter. And what that does is it just gets the flavour in there, but without colour. And then you take it out, and you'll have all that lovely juice in there, and you can start to colour it up. After an hour, this is what you're left with. It hasn't particularly gone golden or dark, and what you have here is all these lovely juices. Can you see that? So what I would do now is just break it up into some bits, like that. And this is your opportunity, while it's warm, now to get it on the barbecue and colour it, because it hasn't got colour yet, but it is cooked and it is tender. So I'm going to put that straight on here. And we can look after that, and we can love it, and we can turn it, and every time we turn it, we can brush it with some of this fantastic sauce. Now this sauce here, have a little taste. Delicious. If you think you need a little bit more lime in there, and when I say lime in there, I guess I'm thinking kind of roast lamb and mint sauce of, that sort of, a little bit of extra acidity. You can correct it now. There we go. Have a look at this. That's it. See? Now, what's lovely is it is cooked already, and all we have to do now over a 10-15 minute period is turn it, brush it, get it nice and golden and barbecued. You'll get that flavour, you get the lovely crispy outside, but inside it'll be beautiful and blushing. And I think, let's just make sure that the flavour gets in there. So carry on. So, while that's colouring up, what's really nice to serve this is just to go through some coriander and pick some lovely leaves just for garnish. What's really nice about this juice is you can just put it on the heat as well, and that will just heat up, and you can actually take your meat out and toss it in this lovely juice, and again gives it a lovely layer of flavour. And that's the key for me, is just taking it off, grilling it, turning it, dipping it, taking it off, grilling it, turning it, and just imagine what that flavour is like on the outside, because it's already got the flavour inside. It's just fantastic. Right, so to go with the coriander, just a little bit of finely sized chilli for colour, for taste, for flavour, for that little kick of heat. We had a bit of chilli in the mix, but that would have been pretty mellowed down by now. So there we go. Put that there. And let's have a look at this meat. Look at that. And that's what we want. That lovely layer there of sort of, crispy outside. Dip that back in there. So look, you can see we're getting great colour on here now. We want to keep getting that. What you can do, which is quite nice, because essentially it's a green curry paste already, get some coconut milk, and you can reduce it right down in that tray. Give it a shake. Coconut milk is fantastic. You can see here, if you just pour it in here, we can reduce that down, and that'll be absolutely delicious. And it'll change colour straight away. Right, let's have a look at these little babies. Lovely. Okay. Here's the deal. Look at that. You can let them rest by all means. You can cook them long and through, as you can get away on the barbecue, or you can leave them a little bit blushing inside. Here is your sort of optional extra Thai green curry sauce, which actually I think is delicious. Taste it. Does it need salt, soy sauce? Does it need a little squeeze of lime to get it going? But that is delicious. And all you've got to do now is, the way I like to do it, is just serve it up on a platter. Carve some of this lovely lamb. It's hot, that's for sure. Look at that. And what I would do is I would probably, if I was... You can either serve this sauce on the side, there's nothing wrong with that, or on a big platter, probably bigger than this for a big party, pour this sauce in at the bottom, and you can see these first bits here are sort of cooked through, which is fine, but the nice thing is with the leg of lamb is you get these more blushing bits here as well. Look at that, which are much more pink. And you can just line up, stack up. If people want it cooked through a bit more, you can put it back on the barbie. Look at that. It's nice having a big old mound. Look at that. And then to finish it, literally, some chilli and some coriander out and around. A little bit of olive oil. And that is a brilliant... If you put that on at a barbecue, just the flavour will just get you away from sausages and steak and stuff like that. They will love it. That'll be the showstopper, and I doubt there'll be any leftovers, that's for sure. Beautiful. So good.